Okay, so I'm Lauren, 37, female living in Boise, Idaho, a place where the biggest excitement is usually a farmer's market or a snowstorm that shuts down the whole town. I'm the oldest of three kids. There's my brother Ethan, 35, male, a laid back guy with a wicked sense of humor and a sketchbook always in hand. And then there's Chloe, 29, female, our baby sister who's been treated like she's the second coming of Cinderella since she popped out as mom and dad's late in life oops baby. Growing up, Ethan and I were the worker bees. I'd mow lawns for extra cash. He'd doodle comics to sell at school. Normal stuff. But Chloe? She was the queen bee. Mom would gush over her every giggle, while Dad, God love him, tried to keep her in check. Like the time she demanded a pony for her 8th birthday, and he said, "Chloe, we live in a subdivision, not a ranch." She pouted for weeks, and Mom secretly bought her a $200 stuffed horse instead. That's the vibe. Ethan and I got lectures about responsibility. Chloe got plush toys and applause. By her teens, Chloe was a terror with a tiara. She'd inherited Mom's emerald eyes and cascading blonde curls. Okay, fine, she was gorgeous, but she wielded it like a weapon. Picture this. Family dinner, Boise winter, snow piling up outside. Chloe's 16, smirking across the table, and she goes, "Ethan, your art's so bad you'll be drawing stick figures on napkins for tips." Mom chuckles like it's a sitcom. Ethan's face goes red, but he just stabs his mashed potatoes. Then she turns to me. "Lauren, keep slaving at that desk job. You'll be single forever with those crow's feet." I was 24, working my first finance gig, and yeah, I had some late nights. But crow's feet? Dad shot her a look, but Mom cooed, "Oh, she's just teasing." It got worse. One 4th of July, she told Ethan his graphic novel idea was so lame, it'd flop harder than a wet firecracker. He'd spent months on it. Another time, she trashed my college major, finance, saying I'd be counting other people's money while she married a millionaire. Dad would sigh, "Chloe, enough." But Mom? She's got spunk. Spunk? More like a mean streak wider than the Snake River. 10 years ago, everything shifts. Dad gets lung cancer. Fast, brutal, gone in 6 months. He was the peacemaker, the one who'd drag us to fishing trips to bond. Without him, the cracks show. He left Mom his hardware store, think nails, lumber, Boise's DIY lifeline, plus a fat savings account. Uncle Greg, Dad's brother, takes over the store. Ethan and I get chunks of land and some cash. Chloe gets a trust fund she can't touch till 30. Mom and Chloe lean on the store's profits, while Ethan and I drift away. Holidays become optional. Thanksgiving at a cousin's, maybe a stiff Christmas call. It's a wall between us, and I'm good with it. No Chloe, no guilt trips, just peace. That is, until 3 weeks ago, when a favor I did for Ethan lit a match under this whole messed up family dynamic. So, 3 weeks ago, I'm at my desk, crunching numbers for a big client pitch, when my phone lights up. It's Ethan, my brother, and he sounds like he's 2 seconds from crying, which is rare because he's the guy who once laughed off a wasp sting to the face. "Lauren," he says, "I screwed up." Turns out he'd been hauling groceries up to his Boise apartment. Icy stairs, fresh snow, and bam, he slips. Wrist shattered, 2 bones snapped clean. He's a freelance illustrator, and his right hand's his lifeline. Hospital fixes him up, but insurance? Barely covers the x-rays. Meds, rehab, someone to help him button his shirt since he lives alone? That's all on him. I hear him out, and he's all, "I've got savings, I'll manage." But he's between gigs, pouring everything into this graphic novel he's been dreaming about since Dad died, a tribute to those fishing trips we used to take. I'm not letting him drain his cash on this. I'm CFO at a Boise tech startup. Think craft beer subscriptions, niche but booming, so I've got the funds. I wire him $8,000 for the meds, a physical therapist, and a part-time aide named Tina, who makes killer chili while she's at it. Ethan fights me, but I say, "You do it for me. Shut up and heal." He caves, grateful. Done deal, right? Wrong. Boise's a gossip mill. Think small-town vibes with big-mouth relatives. Word gets back to Mom and Chloe faster than you can say family group chat. I'm in a meeting 2 days later, phone on silent, when it buzzes nonstop. I sneak a peek. Chloe. No, hey, how's it going? No, miss you. Just a voicemail. Lauren, I need a favor. Call me ASAP. I roll my eyes, finish my meeting, and listen. Her voice is pure sugar, fake as the sweetener in Mom's diet iced tea. So, I found this amazing loft in Seattle, she says. Floor-to-ceiling windows, rooftop hot tub, Puget Sound views. It's perfect. I've got half the cash, but it's $300,000 total. You helped Ethan, so I need $150,000 from you. Call me. I nearly dropped my phone. A Seattle penthouse loft? This is Chloe, who's 29 and still crashing in Mom's guest room, surrounded by unopened Amazon packages and a ring light she uses for her influencer TikToks, mostly lip syncs to songs about being rich. Ironic since she's got 1,800 followers and half are pity follows from cousins. Her job? She dubs herself a digital content creator, but it's just her conning Mom into begging Uncle Greg to let her design flyers for the hardware store. Flyers so ugly they end up in the recycling bin. She's never held a real job, never gone to college, just coasts on Mom's handouts from Dad's store profits. And now she thinks I'm her personal lottery ticket? I call her back, still steaming. Chloe, no, I'm not buying you a loft. Get a job, save up. She flips. You gave Ethan money he could have paid himself. He's fine. I need this. I'm almost 30. It's embarrassing living with Mom. I snort. Then move out with what you've got, not my problem. She screeches. You're the oldest. You're supposed to take care of us. Ethan's your favorite, admit it. I bite my tongue so hard it hurts. Ethan's my brother. We've got each other's backs. Chloe? She's a leech who only calls when her Venmo's dry. I say no, and hang up. She blows up my phone. 6 calls, 10 texts, all muted. I'm done. That night, I'm unwinding with a glass of Pinot when Mom calls. I brace myself. She's got that tone, the one she used when I dented her car at 17. Lauren, she starts, how dare you treat Chloe like this? She's devastated. That loft's her dream. She's been searching for months. Months? More like she saw it on Instagram last week. I let her ramble. She says Uncle Greg said no, their savings are stretched. Code for Chloe's $200 manicures and weekend wine tours. I can't afford it, Mom whines. You've got money. Help her, I snap. Chloe's 29. She can figure it out. I'm not her bank. Mom's voice goes icy. You're ungrateful. Your father and I gave you everything. Pay it back by helping your sister. I laugh. I paid it back by moving out and not mooching off you. She gasps, then hits me with, refuse, and we're done. No contact, ever. You'll regret this. So, Mom's on the phone, threatening to cut me off like I'm the one begging for scraps. I can't help it. I laugh. Go for it, Mom, I say, voice steady despite the wine I'm clutching. Ethan and I stopped being your priority when Dad died. You've got Chloe, your golden girl. Percy and I built our own lives without you. She gasps, all dramatic like she's auditioning for a soap opera, but I'm not done unloading. Oh, and since you're out, perfect. More seats at my wedding for people who don't treat me like an ATM. I slam the hang-up button, block her number, then Chloe's too, and toss my phone on the couch. Wedding? Yeah, I've been keeping that ace up my sleeve. Here's the deal. My fiancé, Ryan, 38, male, popped the question 2 months ago under a Boise sunset. Think cotton candy sky. Him on one knee by the river, ring glinting like a promise. We've been together 6 years. Met when he spilled oat milk latte on my laptop at a coffee shop and spent an hour apologizing with bad puns. He's my calm in the storm. Tall, quiet, runs a carpentry business crafting custom bookshelves. Mom and Chloe met him twice at awkward family BBQs, all fake smiles and, oh, how quaint, but they don't know we're engaged. We're planning a small wedding. Riverfront, fairy lights, no toxic plus ones. I'd been waffling on inviting them, but after this? Nope. Done. Next morning, I'm sipping coffee when Ryan's phone pings. He frowns, shows me a DM. From Mom. On Instagram, of all places. She's found him since I've blocked her everywhere. It's a novel. Lauren's cut me off, Ryan. I'm heartbroken. She's torn our family apart. Chloe and I are done with her for good. Tell her she's ruined everything. Ryan's face clouds. He's tight with his parents, Sunday dinners and all, so this hits him hard. They sound hurt, he says, hesitant. I call Ethan, who's sketching at his place, wrist brace and all. They're playing you, Lauren, he says. Guilt's their weapon. Don't fall for it. I put him on speaker. He tells Ryan the full Chloe saga. Years of jabs, Mom's favoritism, how they've ghosted us unless they need cash. Ryan's jaw tightens. My folks would never pull that, he says. Cut them off, babe. No regrets. We block Mom and Chloe on his accounts too. Clean slate. A week later, I'm prepping for a work trip when Uncle Greg calls, voice shaking like he's seen a ghost. Lauren, your mom's lost it. Turns out, she's pushing Greg to give Chloe a chunk of Dad's hardware store. Not just dividend shares, but voting rights. Greg's been running it solo for a decade, expanded it to 2 locations, keeps Boise's builders stocked. Chloe with a say? She'd turn it into a TikTok prop faster than you can say liquidation sale. Greg's freaking out. She's got no clue, Lauren. It'll tank everything your dad built. Ethan and I lock eyes across my kitchen table. Greg's our guy. Loaned me $5,000 for grad school when Dad was sick. Hung Ethan's first painting in the store's office. We can't let Chloe torch his life's work. So Ethan and I pile into my beat-up Subaru, snow tires still on from winter, and drive to Mom's new digs. She's ditched our old Boise ranch house, renting it out to fund a sleek condo downtown. Glass walls, overpriced rent, the kind of place Chloe's been drooling over on Pinterest. We pull up, and there's Chloe, lounging on the balcony in a leopard print robe, sipping something neon pink like she's in a bad influencer ad. Ethan mutters, "This is gonna suck," and he's not wrong. We buzz in, climb 3 floors, and Mom opens the door, hair primped, face tight like she's prepped for a fight. Chloe slinks in behind her, smirking, phone in hand like she's live streaming this for her 1,800 followers. I don't waste time. Mom, I say, we heard from Uncle Greg. Giving Chloe voting rights in Dad's store? That's a disaster. You've got to stop. Mom crosses her arms, nails tapping her elbow. You don't get to waltz in here and lecture me, Lauren. Not after you've treated us like dirt. Chloe pipes up, yeah, you're just mad I'm finally getting something you walked away from. Jealous much? I clench my fists but keep my cool. Barely. This isn't about jealousy, I say. Dad built that store from nothing. Nights welding shelves, weekends haggling with suppliers. He trusted Greg to run it, not us. He told us a million times, keep the family out, let Greg steer. Ethan nods, voice low. Chloe, you've got no business sense. You'd run it into the ground. She snaps, excuse me? I've got vision. I could rebrand it. Think trendy DIY kits, viral ads. I almost laugh. Vision? Her last project was a glitter-dusted flyer Greg tossed in the trash. Mom's quiet, staring at the floor, and I see a crack. Mom, I push. Dad would hate this. Greg's begging you. He's kept that store alive for 10 years. Chloe with a vote? She'll kill it. Chloe lunges forward, finger in my face. You're sabotaging me because you can't stand me winning. You cut us off. Get out before I call the cops. Ethan steps between us. Chill, Chloe. I ignore her, locking eyes with Mom. You're disrespecting Dad's wishes. Greg's family, too. You'd screw him over for her? Mom flinches. Dad's memory still stings, I can tell. Chloe's not having it. Don't listen, Mom. She's manipulating you, she yells, pacing like a caged cat. I deserve this. Neither of them cared about Dad's legacy. I snap back. We cared enough to honor what he wanted. You? You just want a cash cow to milk. Mom's face twitches, and I go for broke. Please, Mom. For Dad. Don't let Chloe ruin what he built. Greg doesn't deserve this. We don't either. Chloe shrieks, You're dead to us. Leave. But Mom raises a hand. Enough, she says, voice shaky. Both of you go. I'll think about it. Tell Greg I'll call him. She won't look at us. Chloe's glaring daggers, but we've got no choice. We head out, door slamming behind us. In the car, Ethan sighs. Think she'll cave? I grip the wheel. Maybe, but Chloe's not done fighting. So Ethan and I are back home after that showdown at Mom's condo, the Boise skyline glowing soft orange as the sun dips behind the foothills. 2 weeks drag by, nerve-wracking silence. I'm juggling work and wedding prep. Ryan's out in the garage, sanding a cedar arch for the ceremony, whistling like he doesn't know the chaos I'm stewing in. Then Uncle Greg calls, and I can hear the grin in his voice. She caved, he says. No voting rights for Chloe. I nearly spill my coffee mid-sip. Mom thought it over. Greg says she got emotional about Dad one night and decided Chloe's out of the driver's seat. She's still giving Chloe some preferred shares for a steady income, but no power to mess with the store. Greg's in the clear, Dad's legacy intact. Ethan fist bumps the air over FaceTime, his wrist brace finally off. We pulled it off, he says. I'm just relieved. No more battles there. Mom and Chloe? Total blackout. Ethan and I blocked them everywhere. Phones, socials, done. My wedding's a week away. Boise Botanical Garden, riverfront vibes, fairy lights twinkling like a dream. 50 guests, small and sweet. No room for drama queens. Invites went out a month ago. No Mom, no Chloe. I debated sending them a courtesy nod, but after this mess, pass. Aunt Linda spills the tea. They found out via Greg, who's RSVP'd yes, and flipped out. They've been whining to relatives, asking them to skip it, claiming I've betrayed family. Most just roll their eyes. Lauren deserves this, they say. Chloe posted a vague TikTok, when your sister picks outsiders over kin, but it's got 15 views and 0 traction. Their pity party's a bust. Then the curveball hits. Ryan's scrolling Instagram one night, wedding nerves buzzing, and he stops cold. Babe, check this. It's Chloe's page, her and Mom posing in that Seattle loft she'd been obsessed with. Glass walls, hot tub steaming, Puget Sound shimmering in the background. Caption, fresh start with my number 1, family forever. Cousin chatter and a quick public records peek revealed the scoop. Mom didn't just rent out the old Boise house, she sold it. Funneled the cash, plus some savings, into that $300,000 penthouse. Chloe's framing it online, stepping up for Mom, love over everything. Truth? Mom's footing the bill, and Chloe's tagging along, playing the selfless daughter card. Those store dividends won't stretch far with that rent. They're living a fantasy, and it's shaky at best. Ethan's graphic novel drops soon. Pre-orders are popping. A Boise gallery's begging to showcase his work. Me? I'm marrying Ryan in 6 days. White dress, wildflowers, career thriving. Chloe's old digs. You'll die alone, desk jockey. Bounce around my head, and I smirk. She called it wrong. Mom's no-contact threat? A blessing in disguise. I ring Greg, tell him we fought for him, not them. He laughs. You're your dad's daughter, tough and true. Wedding's coming and I'm free. Real family by my side, toxic baggage gone. Outro. So Reddit, AETA for saying no to Chloe's loft fund and letting Mom walk away? Did I dodge a mess or miss a chance? Share your thoughts below, hit subscribe for more stories, and we'll see you next time.